She's a
We
martyr.
don't have any other bowls.
I put it in fucking cereal bowl, dude. We got bowls.
Ew! Dave has rotting teeth. Nora, I don't want him using our fusion bowls.
Why is he? Why?
Because he's old.
Fuck.
We're your hosts, Tara, Nora, and Allie, and you're listening to Bad Advice Only.
We're just three New York City rats talking about scurrying around the Big Apple. Here, we make the New York City mistakes so you don't have to.
We're begging you. Leave us a review and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We release new episodes every Monday, so stay tuned, rats. I wanted to talk about something New York City related because it's been a little bit of time since we brought it back
And
home.
we miss you, New York. We love you, New York.
New York.
So, trademark. Hey.
We own that now.
I wanted to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, which is conspiracy theories.
Oh, my God.
And I wanted to start by just blanket stating I am not a conspiracy theorist. Nora
She's a liar.
and Tara
Liar.
like
She
to
is a
say,
liar.
She's a liar.
Okay, Nora and Tara like to say I'm a conspiracy theorist. I will admit, I think they're interesting. I think they're funny. Do I believe them? Absolutely not. But do I think it's fun to go down rabbit holes? Absolutely. There are some really crazy people out here, and it just gets crazier and crazier by the day.
Our turn. Allie's a known liar. Not only does Allie love conspiracy theories, believe them, she makes up her own. She spreads them. She's adding fuel to the fire.
She
What
absolutely
conspiracy theories do I believe in?
We just talked about one. I don't remember which episode, but we when we decided to do this episode, and you literally made up your own conspiracy theory, and we
About
called
what?
it Allie's Conspiracy Corner. Remember? I don't remember what it was, but it was very funny.
Conspiracy corner. Also, the liar bit, I have had honor now for the last 2 years, so.
I'm sorry. 2 years.
You got your honor back when we were completely locked down because of a global pandemic. So yeah, you weren't able to lie that often then, but I am certain you lost your honor at some point.
I'd like a vote because I've been told repeatedly that I have had honor. I have sent breakup texts and not blocked or ghosted. I have told them I'm not going to plans, or I've kept plans I didn't want to go to.
Your
I'm
honor
getting
is
better.
coming back.
It's bad,
You're-
bitches.
You're becoming an honorable rat.
I'm becoming less honorable, and I like it.
Yeah, we're swapping and no one's fucking bitching about Nora.
Oh, I'm
it's cute.
bitching about
It's cute
Nora.
when I do
Oh, it's cute when you do it. What is it when I do it? An ogre?
All right, yeah. Allie gets very excited by a conspiracy theory.
Thank you, I do.
She does. She gets very excited to the point that if she's left to her own devices, I do think she begins to believe them.
If we weren't your friends, what would happen to you?
I don't believe them.
All right, on to your episode about conspiracy theories.
So I was looking up originally the definition. No, I'm just kidding.
I literally, my heart just went on fire. I was
You're
like,
such a brat.
Listener, Nora hates definitions. So if you're ever interested in what the definition is, I guess you can just look it up on your own.
I love defining
I
shit.
just think it's very cliche, it's very boring, and it's like, we don't need a definition of a
Right.
conspiracy theory.
So the definition of conspiracy theory is... I'm kidding. I did look up the first ever conspiracy theory because I...
What?
Was it first?
Is it
Jesus.
God?
No. Now that's a take. That's an interesting take.
Tara's
What, that
like-
he's actually born Christian and not a Jew.
No, I was just thinking the whole little fable in general
Oh,
of,
of the fable.
of God.
The little book club.
It is a book club.
That little book.
That little book club. Well, so I first just typed in, like, what are New York City conspiracies? Because obviously you have the big ones that aren't related to New York, like the moon landing, for instance.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
People don't
like
believe
just
in that.
really stupid ones. JFK's assassination. And then I kept thinking, how far back does this shit really go? The first ever known conspiracy theory was the poisoning of Socrates in 399 BCE.
Old Socrates? Was he killed?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
didn't know
guess
that.
so. So He was a prominent Greek philosopher, and he was accused of corrupting the youth of Athens.
What were his beliefs that were
Was
so
he a pedophile?
corrupting?
I
feel
didn't
like he
go
was a
too into it because I thought this was a yawn. But he was sentenced to death by drinking hemlock.
What's hemlock?
It's a poison.
A
It's what
poison.
Romeo and Juliet used, I think.
Slurp, slurp.
None of this sounds like a conspiracy at
No,
all. It
I
just
know.
sounds real.
But they believed that the accusations were conspiracy by powerful individuals who felt threatened by his ideas and that he actually wasn't corrupting the youth. And so he was just kind of sentenced to death. It just kind of seems
I didn't know there was a death sentence where you just get to drink poison. I'm not saying that's the way I would want to go, but
It's
yeah.
the olden days.
It's not beheading.
right.
Beheading sounds fine.
No,
know what
no,
sounds
those
awful?
dull axes. Half the time
They
they have to
sharpen
do a
That's
few.
true. They didn't sharpen their knives.
They have to do a few whacks. It's never like in the movies where it's just
Clean cut.
Off with a ed.
Oh god.
You know what sounds bad? Stoning.
No, stoning's for sure like one of the worst
I
ways
forgot
to
about
go.
stoning.
I don't even get how that works.
It
Like how
hurts.
many rocks till you die?
It hurts
A
because
lot.
we remember when I used to have rock wars with my friends in my neighborhood.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it's not fun. Like I couldn't imagine doing that until death. But anyway, moving on to New York City-based conspiracy theories. Any of you want to take a stab at some guesses, and then I'll go in order.
Oh, I know one. I just thought of one. That there's no baby pigeons.
That didn't come up on my list,
But
but,
have
that's
you
an
heard
interesting
that?
take. No,
People always say, "Where are the baby pigeons?"
wouldn't they be in the nest?
Have you seen any pigeon nests around
Have you seen
Manhattan?
a pigeon nest in New York?
Well, wouldn't they be in a tree?
So
Have you ever seen a nest in a tree?
So
Never
fun.
looked up.
Nora, you're about to be really sad that I'm going to debunk your conspiracy. When I used to live in Shit His Pants AJ's apartment, the floorboards of our deck, pigeons would lay eggs under there. And I know this because AJ would abort those babies and throw the eggs off the rooftop.
He threw the eggs off
He's
the roof.
pro-life until it comes to pigeons.
And then he's pro-death. That also reminds me of the time when you said this in like a previous episode last year, Nora, but you were like, there's a lot of ambulances, but never like any dead people.
Yeah.
What?
I don't remember saying that.
On the
don't
street.
have- yeah, I remember you saying this, but like the doors are shut in the ambulance. What do you
But
mean?
no, like there's like none there. Like there's a lot
No
of there's no
bodies.
dead people on the street.
Where are the bodies?
Have you seen the freaking graveyards around here?
I've seen the fentanyl dudes, but they're not dead, and
Yeah.
nobody even gets them anymore. They just let them lie. There was one on the sidewalk last night when I was walking home. Very sad, obviously, listener. But I was walking home, and he was splayed across the entire sidewalk. So all of the foot traffic had a beeline into the bike lane, avoiding
Well, that's his
this
home.
man.
I get it.
No one did shit. We walked on by.
It's
New
really
York.
bad when I see a homeless person or someone on fentanyl like completely splayed out like that and people are just stepping over them. That's when you know New Yorkers are just heartless.
It just there's so many of them.
There's so many. I
It's like
mean-
you want me to avoid walking every. You're adding on like that's 20-second diversion.
Yep.
Every block. That adds up.
Not to mention, I mean, I don't want to generalize, but a lot of them don't want our help. Like, they will straight up swing at you.
Yeah, that's true. They do swing.
So leave them alone.
Yeah.
So Nora's conspiracies are baby pigeons and dead people.
What are yours?
My guess, I haven't heard of many, but my guess was going to be like, local politicians are actually lizard kings that live in the sewer.
That's on my list.
I knew it.
Reptilian overlords.
Yes! I heard about this in Australia. There's like a following in Australia that believes like Hillary Clinton and all these other
I was
people are.
shook. I'm gonna go into this, but yeah,
Are
I had never heard it.
lizards?
Yeah.
Oh, just this shit's
Just
crazy.
you wait, little baby
It's
rat.
so weird. Like I looked it up last night. I was like, eh.
There's literally no, this is the most outrageous thing I've ever heard. There's no evidence of lizard people.
Well, you don't see them. They're shapeshifters. Just wait. We can't get into it yet.
It's real.
Just wait. Okay.
Listener, I am a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah,
I
you
have-
always seem to
I
know
always have a
my
nugget.
outlines before I deliver them.
Okay.
I have a nugget, but never the full story. in
Okay,
this
go
little
on. What
noodle.
else you got?
That's all.
Oh, that's it.
That's my
I'm
nugget.
shocked you didn't add some. There are some other ones
There's
that you're
like
going to be
lizard
like, oh.
kings and stuff, but
No,
yeah.
more significant ones. Okay, so I'm gonna go in order of kind of timeline here.
Okay.
The first one.
Are we gonna have a history?
Another history episode. Get out your history caps, rats. It's time for another history episode, isn't it?
Fact check. This is all based off of beliefs and no actual valid research, so I don't want to go and say it's 100% a History Rat episode, but that was one of your best intros yet.
Damn, it's not even a real history episode.
I mean, I just like that she's created a timeline, so there's history involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first New York conspiracy was the New York Conspiracy of 1741, which I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's not...
1741.
That doesn't give me anything.
Is it just
New York?
witches?
No. It's gotta be
They just
witches.
burned some bitches.
It was actually a series of events in which a large number of slaves and poor whites were accused of plotting to burn down the city and overthrow colonial rule.
I
Good
mean, they
for
probably
them.
were, and they should.
Yeah,
And then
what?
the accusations
Get 'em.
led to mass hysteria, numerous arrests, and many executions.
Yikes. Which part of that's a conspiracy?
Well, probably
that
the
they
fact
weren't
that it
doing
was
it?
like they made up this whole idea that they were going to do it, and they actually had no
And that
intention
there
of
was-
burning down the city.
Got it.
Yeah.
But
So
they
it just created
should've.
mass hysteria.
Slave revolts are very interesting. I highly recommend you all research them. Big fan.
Did she say cut?
She's a big fan of what?
Slave revolts.
Oh, like that, like.
Historically, it's
But like, what are
crazy.
you a fan of? Like the combat,
strategy,
the strategy, the
All
like
of
the
it.
camaraderie.
Just like there's something. I mean, have you ever seen Django? Like,
Unchained, combat Unchained.
I love Django. Like a revenge story gets me going. Not sexually.
Are you saying slave revolts turned you on?
I'm not saying sexually. I don't know how we got here. It's a comeback. You know?
I can understand, appreciate
Django
that.
is an excellent movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, it's so good. You'd love it.
Is that the one where he crawls inside of a bear for
Nope.
warmth?
No,
You've
that's-
never seen it either.
That's Star Wars.
Oh my god.
The Montauk Project. Have you guys heard of this?
Like Montauk, Long Island.
Like
Yeah.
the beach.
Like come on beach.
I'm sure there's something there because a bunch of rich people live there.
So there's this
What?
conspiracy theory, and I've actually heard this before, but I totally just forgot about it. 'cause
You didn't believe in it?
It's just stupid. It's
So you do believe in some conspiracy theories?
I don't got her. I don't believe in this. But maybe, yeah. This conspiracy theory alleges that the U.S. government conducted secret and bizarre experiments at Camp Hero, which is in Montauk, which includes time travel, mind control, and contact with extraterrestrial life.
There's definitely alien shit going on with the government. That's a fact.
No, for sure.
What?
That's published. No, Tara, that is not conspiracy. That's
That's
published.
published, like, known, like whistleblower.
Yep.
Like President Trump
Not Trump.
talks to aliens.
Not like that at all.
No, it's like, what did the government hide for the last, like, 30 years as it relates to, like, extraterrestrial life?
Yep.
And it being already in,
There are aliens.
in the U.S.
You know what I
Okay.
have not heard yet is y'all say there are aliens.
There
are
are
aliens.
No.
Bitch, there are aliens.
It's more likely that there are aliens than there are reptilian overlords.
Yeah, why were you so on board with that?
First of all,
No
they're one of-
shapeshifter lizards here.
they are one of the same, in my opinion. So if there's going to be aliens, then there's reptilian overlords.
Back to the Hamptons, though.
No,
Time travel.
Montauk.
Sorry,
No, the
Montauk.
Hamptons.
Is Montauk not the Hamptons?
The Montauk's the Hamptons.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Fact checked us, listener.
It is. When people say I'm going to the Hamptons, they're usually going to Montauk.
I thought it's the same.
It's different.
It's not. It's included in the Hamptons.
We don't know. Back to time travel in Montauk or the Hamptons. I don't remember. I think the government's probably done that. I don't know if they did it there.
Well, there's a lot of weird little islands. Like there's Plum Island off the coast of Connecticut, like where I went to school, where they do a bunch of testing on animals.
Oh, no.
And stuff, and they have like a bunch of chemical things. But
Fact check.
That's
Montauk is part of the Hamptons.
So we were right.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you. Thank you for the
But
fact
we
check.
just like you to say that we're right.
You are such a smug little blind rat.
Whenever Tara and I were coming into the studio this morning, I was so hell-bent on getting here on time for once. And I was like, maybe we'll beat Allie there and we can just be sitting there all smug.
We did not.
Do I sit here smugly?
Not
No.
at all. I just Nora's always looking for a way to be smug.
You know-
and you know it.
Tara just stressed me out this morning because she was like, she's been very frantic in the mornings. And I'm like very peaceful these days. And it's weird.
this, Allie? Are you ready for this?
What? You guys have some
We're
kind
gonna
of
take
surprise?
a quick pause in this episode to air some grievances.
Oh, you guys have been gossiping.
We've been talking shit about you.
Okay, go on.
I was waiting for you to bring up this morning. I'm so excited. Thank you for bringing it up.
Do you guys have like a side text where you're like, I can't wait for Nora to talk?
No, we went and got coffee. I
caught me
talked
in the
shit
elevator
about you.
Okay, hit it.
I was like, I'm just waiting for Nora to have to deal with the mental load that I do as a housewife.
I
Walking the
did it
dogs.
today and it was fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it fine?
Yeah.
Because you didn't know how to feed the dogs or give them water?
Dude, I did both those things.
Because I explained to you how to do it. Also, I fed the dogs,
Are
bitch.
you hearing this,
I fed
Allie?
the dogs
No,
because you could
no.
do
You want
it.
to know what Allie said about you yesterday? And this is true.
Go on, Allie. What'd you say
You're
yesterday?
a martyr. You're a fucking martyr. You
And then we said we're both martyrs.
we did say that. We did say
Nora couldn't handle the workload this morning.
I was fine. Everything
There
was
was
fine.
she was scarfing down her oatmeal trying to get it ready so that she could leave.
I was chilling.
There was
I got
zero
up at
water
5.
in the fridge.
I got up at 5. Tara's a complainer and a martyr. How's your what weigh in?
Switzerland?
I wasn't frantic at all.
He says, I think this is all a conspiracy theory.
Nora is like hypersensitive to frantic behavior. This morning, I was totally fine. There was no frantic behavior.
Then how did you know I was going to say anything?
Are you kidding me?
I hope
You're
this airs.
always looking for shit to say.
I hope this airs.
This shan't air.
It's all airs. I can't wait.
We should do a fight episode where we actually do air our grievances. We have grievances with each other. We're friends. That's how it works. That being said, you were frantic.
There's no
And
frantic
everything
behavior.
was fine. And then she's like, you didn't know how to do this. You didn't have to do everything right. I was literally going to feed the dogs
before we left.
Then
They wouldn't have water.
For a little bit.
I did hear you were like, is it okay? The dogs can't stay without water for 8 hours.
Well, I was like, I saw a video of this dog in the LA fires that survived in the rubble
3 days.
for 3 days. I think
She
Dave
said
can go
5. She was
4
being-
hours without water after he drank water all morning. He's fine. He's a dog.
We're not in the LA fires or in like a fucking war zone, so I think it's fine to treat our animals better.
They
than
were
that.
gonna get water. After I put the food down, I would have been like, oh, they don't have water. I would have gotten another bowl. She's a
We
martyr.
don't have any other bowls.
I put it in a fucking cereal bowl, dude. We got bowls.
Dave has rotting teeth, Nora. I don't want him using our feeding
Fuck,
bowls.
why is he? Why?
He's old.
Fuck.
We can't hear this because we just keep casually saying Dave. All
Dave's
None
a
of
dog.
this needs to be aired.
right.
No, it's very funny.
We can fight more after the episode because I have more.
Okay, so if we could just time travel back really quick. Were you going to make a point about Montauk and time
I
travel?
was trying to bring us back. I was just trying to bring us back to the outline.
Were you?
Yes. I don't have a point. I was just saying back
Okay.
to the Montauk.
Anyway, I think it could be real. I think the Montauk Project could be real in some capacity. Like, I'm sure they're testing some shit out there. Do I think they're testing time travel? No. But also, why wouldn't you, from a scientist's perspective?
Right.
Like, that's
Try
not a
everything.
crazy thing to think about.
They used to try like LSD and shit, and you know what? That actually does have uses. So let's fucking go.
LSD.
yeah. They're microdosing over there.
Like they used back in like the 70s, they would try out all these crazy drugs, and like now they're literally like in hospitals.
Are you thinking about Pineapple Express?
She's thinking about ketamine, and she's thinking
Ketamine?
about, like a little bit of LSD they use for people who are like severely
I think
depressed.
it's for depression, yeah.
Yeah,
And like those actually have real purposes now, and back in the day that would have been considered like so ridiculous that the government is experimenting.
So the government is experimenting with aliens and mind control now?
Maybe. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
I didn't know you were so against aliens. Like, do you not believe?
I don't think I believe in aliens.
That's
Really?
really crazy.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
That's
so you
fucking
see how like
stupid.
aliens might be like more real than ghosts.
Why? Explain to
Look,
me
I
why.
believe in both of them.
Jesus Christ, Tara, because we are one little bitty teensy. Our solar system, there's millions, the infinite.
We don't
There's
even know where the end
infinite.
is. Yeah.
You think that out of all the infinity of
We're the
what's in
only
space,
planet with
we're the
life?
only one that curated life randomly? That's
no,
crazy.
I don't believe that. I do not think we're that special, that we're the only living
Okay.
life forms.
So?
I just don't believe in this concept of aliens.
That's exactly what an alien is.
We'll be
another...
an alien to another planet when we take over the space
Yeah.
industry.
second
Also, I
that we
thought the
populate
PC
Mars-
warriors wanted to stop saying alien.
Well, I don't care. The second we populate Mars,
We
Those
don't have
people are
water on
aliens.
Mars. There's no water.
We have not walked on Mars.
yeah.
Okay, I
I
thought you
said
said we
water.
had.
There's no water on Mars.
There is water on Mars.
No. Isn't that the one that they were like, ew, we can't do anything because we can't find water?
I don't know.
Reptilian overlords. I'm not
Yeah.
fact checking that. I don't know.
Somebody just shoot us a DM.
Yeah, let us know. if,
Nora
like,
and I
we can-
don't believe in conspiracy theories. Why are we fighting?
This isn't a conspiracy theory. There are aliens. That's
No,
not a
aliens
theory.
are real. Extraterrestrial
It's-
are real.
you can look it up. Like, the government says they're real. The government's like, yeah,
Oh,
we
and
have
the
evidence.
government's always honest.
No, but they are.
Why would they
lizards.
lie about that?
They lie about everything.
That would be
That's a
not in their
conspiracy.
advantage to
They
lie.
are lizards.
The government.
They're all lizards. Okay, tell me the fucking lizards. I'm
Okay,
dying.
so there's this
lose it.
reptilian overlord theory that extends beyond New York City, but
There's more
started
lizards.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. There's like a huge following in Australia or New Zealand.
posits, POS.
Is this a real word or is
Yeah.
this a fake word? To just,
Posits. I think what it's trying to say is that the theory is that powerful beings disguised as humans, often politicians or celebrities,
yeah.
secretly control the world. So some believe
Why?
these reptilians, I'm using air quotes, listener, have a strong presence in New York City. They're believed to be reptilian in nature, but capable of shape-shifting and manipulating human emotions. And here are some key aspects of this theory. The shape-shifting piece. They can supposedly assume human form and infiltrate positions of power and influence. They can use mind control to possess the ability to manipulate, obviously, human emotions, control their thoughts and their actions. And then they have a hidden agenda.
what's the agenda?
Well, here's the thing. They're doing a terrible job.
yeah, they're
if
like
they're-
not getting much done.
The ultimate goal of these reptilians is often speculated to be global domination and the exploitation of humanity.
What do they want to do with us humans? Like
Well,
make us
as
slaves?
a global, great question. As a global financial and cultural hub, New York City is seen by some as a prime target for reptilian influence.
What do they want with us?
They want wealth, power, and an ideal locations for reptilians to exert control.
I mean, yeah, our sewer system and our subway system is probably an ideal place for them. But here's the thing. Reptiles are cold-blooded or whatever they are, so they wouldn't want to be in New York.
New York
It's too
gets
chilly.
real.
They would need a massive heat lamp.
That's a great point.
Thank you.
They're probably in Arizona.
Yeah.
What the fuck do they want in Arizona?
The heat
They want
lamp.
here.
Isn't that
Oh, hell
where
yeah.
Breaking Bad took place?
I don't know, but I love Breaking Bad. Speaking of Nora's recommendations, one of my favorite shows.
That's a good show.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've never seen it, but I know he dies.
He doesn't die.
I don't think he dies.
He dies at the end.
No, he
I haven't
doesn't.
seen the
One of
ending
them
in a
dies
while.
at the end. He doesn't die at the end.
He does.
How do you guys know who he is? Nobody named him.
Walter White. Nuggets of information in here.
Walter
with
White gets
zero
sick. I don't
context.
remember him dying. I remember
don't
Jesse
remember-
dying.
I don't remember him dying either.
Maybe he does die.
She's Googling.
He might die.
Walter White dies in the series finale of Breaking Bad.
Way to ruin it for us.
Yeah, what the
kidding.
fuck?
Walt was accidentally shot by the same remote-activated machine gun he used to kill Jack Welker and his gang.
Good job.
Okay, thanks
So, yeah.
for the random spoiler. Back to
Spoiler
conspiracies.
alert,
So the
listener.
reptilians are dangerous because,
They don't sound dangerous.
well, the theory is
They want
dangerous.
domination.
Well, look around. I mean, so they've won. I mean, we're fine.
Okay, talk about how ridiculous cancel culture is.
Let's cancel these tiles.
No, okay.
No.
There's a disclaimer here that says this has dangerous implications, this theory, because this type of conspiracy can have harmful consequences, fueling prejudice and xenophobia.
Xenophobia against the lizards?
Like, well, xenophobia is a fear of public spaces
What?
and like a fear of like
Wait.
foreigners.
Wait.
What?
Isn't it? Xenophobia?
Wait,
Is
those
it?
were
Not
two
fear
different
of
things.
places.
Places and foreigners?
Like, I think like crowded places of people. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what xenophobia is.
No.
But also foreigners? Those are two very different things.
Xenophobia or fear of strangers is the
50%
fear of
right.
or hatred
Okay.
of people who are perceived as being different from
So
oneself.
you're telling me
So we're worried about becoming xenophobic to reptiles?
Yeah.
You're telling me that this website about reptile overlords controlling the world wants to put in a plug to say, but don't be racist towards the reptiles.
Yep.
That's fucking stupid.
No, I know.
Go on.
This is what happens when Meta takes away their fact checking.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear that, Zuckerberg? We're all believing in lizard people now.
All
That's
thanks
true.
to you.
Fucking Zuck.
Okay, and then Tara, I'm shocked you didn't say this one because you mentioned it in a different episode, but like off mic.
Off the record.
Secret underground tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
The Jews. We're back to the
The
Jews.
Jew tunnels.
Fact check. Not about the Jews.
It's not about
Jew
the
check.
Jews.
Jew check. Dun, dun.
No, there are legends about a vast network of secret tunnels beneath the city that's
course
used for
there's
everything.
Duh, they're
from
everywhere.
Smuggling to government operations. Some speculate ancient civilizations built these tunnels, possibly
call
even
them
by the
ancient.
Templars or the Freemasons.
That's not a conspiracy. I 1,000% agree. Of course there's tunnels. There's tunnels everywhere.
This next conspiracy theory is a little dicey. It's a little heated.
More heated than the lizard overlords.
9/11.
Oh, that
No,
is... No, I'll
No.
listen.
I'm not interested.
I'll hear you out.
Really, because you wanted to buy the real estate?
That is not true, listener.
It's true.
I just wondered what these moguls wanted to do with the real estate.
So that's your conspiracy theory about 9/11.
No, it's not.
Allie, hit me. I want to know. I'm a curious mind.
I'm not going to go down the racist track. 'cause
Oh, there's
they
a
did
racist
have
track?
one.
Of course,
Yeah.
there's a racist
What's
track.
the
Do you know
Everybody
what
thought it was
brown
really
people would-
interesting that no cab drivers were in the vicinity of 9/11 at the time.
There
It's like,
were.
Surely
yeah.
there were.
This
What
is
a-
the
what a-
problem. Like, brown people were not okay after 9/11. Like,
right.
God damn it.
I'm not
no.
going down that path.
I know
I'm
you're
not.
not.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not touching
I'm
it.
just mad.
I've
not
never
touching
heard
it.
that before. I'm just shocked.
I was going to talk about the controlled demolition aspect of it. The official narrative of 9/11 obviously remains as the accepted explanation.
Right.
Terrorism. But there are theorists that suggest the Twin Towers were brought down by controlled demolitions and not the impact of planes. Proponents argue that the
videos.
towers' near-perfect symmetrical collapses were indicative of controlled demolition, and the large amounts of fine dust and debris, including molten metal, found at the site are cited as evidence of explosives being used. The collapse of World Trade Center 7, a separate building, not directly hit by a plane, is often pointed as further evidence of a controlled demolition.
Yeah, they have like physicists like drawing out and doing the math of like the projection or trajectory of the planes and how physically it wouldn't.
I mean,
have...
I've seen like 100 videos of it. It looks pretty fucking real. Quick rant. Why the fuck, when we were growing up, did they play so much footage of 9/11
you
in front
kidding?
of our child faces? It was so graphic and it was everywhere.
It was like one of the
I was
first
9.
biggest terrorist
You were
attacks.
9. I'm just saying, in hindsight, I'm like, I am 9. I don't know. I don't
we
know.
shouldn't have seen it.
don't know.
Yeah,
as
but our parents
children.
also probably had the news on 24/7 because they were waiting for like
Well,
7 other buildings to like,
Our
blow
mom
up.
kept it on in her room, and she wouldn't let us in, and I snuck in to watch it. I don't know what you were seeing.
They played it in our fucking middle school. They fucking rolled a TV in to show us.
I remember they gave us radiation pills because we're so close to the submarine base and the
my
Coast
God.
Guard.
There's such things as radiation.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
This
like
sounds-
nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
But I live near a
This
nuclear
sounds like
submarine
conspiracy
base.
I learned it from watching Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Last recommendation of the day.
So good. But yeah, I live near a nuclear submarine base. So they were like,
crazy.
they didn't know like what the target of the attacks were. So they gave us radiation
Started
pills.
taking
And I had
pills.
like
on
9.
site at school.
So, didn't happen? Is that the...
Oh yeah, they've debunked it, but that was a
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
It definitely fucking happened.
All right.
Okay, but here's the problem with conspiracy theorists. They don't believe the
Yeah, they don't believe
debunking.
it.
No one's no conspiracy theorist that I know of listens to another individual debunk it and say, "You've changed my mind."
No, 100%. Yeah. Okay. There's the New World Order headquarters. That's the next conspiracy
What's
theory.
that? I don't
This
know.
is believed that New York City, particularly specific areas like Wall Street and the United Nations, serve as a central hub for a secretive global organization aiming to control the world. But I think that's just kind of like reptilian overlords
No
still.
reptiles, though. That's just people.
No, that's the reptiles spreading that conspiracy theory to get the heat off their backs.
Yep.
Oh, mind control. Maybe the reptilians are winning.
It just
They may be
feels
winning.
like if you really believe in that conspiracy, the reptile one, like, I would just drop the reptile part because it's actually not relevant or important, and you could accomplish your goals with, like, more followers to not say they're lizards. Why are they dying on that hill?
No, it's so interesting. The last one I want to talk about is the Illuminati.
No.
I don't really know. That sounds the same. These all sound like the
Are
lizard
they
people.
different than the Masons?
Not really. They're powerful members of the secret society that have hidden meeting places and bases of operations within the city. So this
Like the
one,
base of the Statue of Liberty or whatever, the crown of the Statue of Liberty.
sure, there's like the secret cabal, which is the core idea that the powerful and secretive group are often linked to the original Bavarian Illuminati, which manipulates global events for their own benefit. They control world affairs, control government, media, finance, and other influential institutions to achieve their goal in hopes to have a new world order, a global totalitarian government where they hold ultimate power. Now, there's different symbolisms and hidden messages, so many conspiracy theorists claim that they find hidden symbols and messages in popular culture, art, architecture. Like, that's why if you go down the rabbit hole on Instagram, you'll see people doing like the little Illuminati triangle.
I've seen that one.
And they go like crazy.
Do you think the Illuminati is going to try to control our media company?
No.
If this
Come
were
after us.
Come after
Street
us.
Rat
Media,
Media.
LLC.
if this were true, why would they leave hints? Like, they're not Taylor Swift. They don't need Easter eggs. Like,
They want to get found out. They want to get got. It's like serial murderers. They're pissed if you don't figure it out. They are proud of their work.
all I know is that if these are all real, they're just not doing a very good job. So,
Okay. Well, that's all I had on conspiracy theories for New York City. There honestly weren't as many as I thought it would be, but I feel like we're a pretty pragmatic city. Like, we're pretty matter of fact.
I really can't believe we forgot about 9/11. That is a big one.
That's a
Like,
big one.
That people are
Yeah.
so weird about
Okay,
that.
Yeah.
We didn't forget about 9/11. Never forget. We forgot about 9/11.
There's that Zynga. There's that Zynga. Our anonymous dentist has got to just cream her pants over that one.
No, I'm saying Nora's
No,
phrasing
yeah.
was really bad.
The phrasing was bad. We didn't forget about 9/11. Okay.
Till next time, rats. Stay safe. Stay away from lizard people. We love you. Good night.
It's literally the whole slogan is never forget.
That was a good one, though.
a slogan?
As always, thanks for listening. If you're interested in even more bad advice, scurry on over to Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We're begging you. Download and rate the show and leave us a review. Talk to you next Monday. Stay tuned, rats.